This week, we've got new tool announcements from Milwaukee, DeWALT, and RYOBI.
We've got circular saws, chainsaws, pocket hole jigs, impacts, dethatchers, knives, and a bunch of Milwaukee tools that might exist.
Intrigue. Plus, another platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. This is the Tool Show. Welcome back, tool fans. RYOBI just popped the lid on a brand new USB lithium glue gun, and this thing aims to bring the glue to the project instead of the other way around. It runs on the same 2 amp hour USB lithium battery you use for their little screwdriver and their glue pen, but now it handles full-size glue sticks and heats up to about 337 degrees. The precision tip lets you sneak glue into tight corners, and the 2-finger trigger makes the flow silky smooth. There's an onboard fuel gauge, plus the battery doubles as a phone power bank in a pinch. The kit lands this month exclusively at Home Depot, priced at about $40, and backed by a 2-year warranty.
DeWALT just gave its 20-volt lineup a bit of an identity crisis. This is the new Atomic DCD 803B multi-head drill driver, which ships with 4 swappable attachments: a 1/2-inch metal chuck for standard drilling, a right-angle head, an offset driver, and a quick connect hex bit holder. Under the hood, you've got a brushless motor pushing 569 MWO with 2 speeds that top out at 1650 RPM, a 15-position clutch, and a base length under 5 inches when it's running headless for tight spaces. DeWALT says it weighs about 2.15 pounds bare and still squeezes in an LED work light so you can see the job. It will only be available bare at launch, but it does include a belt mount organizer so you don't leave the right angle head in yesterday's crawl space. It's priced at $229, and you can pre-order it today at Ohio Power Tool.
Well, it's officially a cold day in hell. Milwaukee just announced a snowblower, so we don't need to worry about it snowing in hell if it gets too cold. Okay, this analogy is kind of slipping away from me. The Milwaukee fan base has been publicly begging for a snowblower for at least 5 years now. It's always one of the first things that we're asked when we announce a pipeline is coming each year. But I'm not sure that this is what they were hoping for. This is the M18 Fuel 21-inch auger-propelled snowblower. It runs on a pair of M18 batteries, and the only way to buy it will be in a kit with their 2 biggest, the M18 Red Lithium Forge HD 12.0s. Which shouldn't be surprising considering what a big job snowblowing can be. The Power State motor delivers 7.5 peak horsepower, spinning a rubber auger. Now that auger is what propels it forward as well, instead of powered wheels. Its 21-inch wide auger drives snow into a chute they claim is 40% wider than, other chutes that I presume are 28% narrower. Don't challenge my math, boys. The result is snow being tossed up to 35 feet in front or 30 feet to the side. They're also pretty proud of the 92 decibel rating, which they say is 10 decibels quieter than gas. With the 2 12 amp hour batteries, they claim that you can clear 6 inches of snow from 11 car spaces. Now the chute looks interesting, and in their promotional video they had pro landscapers claiming that it just never gets clogged, which is a big deal when you have a job to do. But besides that, so far the math isn't quite mathing. When it arrives in August, it will only be available in a kit with those 2 12 amp hour batteries for $14.99. We compared it to some other auger-propelled 21-inch single-stage battery-powered snowblowers, and the competition comes in with things that Milwaukee doesn't, like heated hand grips, the batteries with nearly double the watt hours, that's 432 versus 840, that claim to clear 16 driveways with 8 inches of snow, all for $400 less. But keep in mind, this is just the first press release. We have a lot of questions yet, and hopefully we'll get a closer look at the pipeline event that's just around the corner. When Sarah and I moved into this house last year, everything was just about perfect, except the lawn. It's a new build and the sod had been laid a year earlier and it was completely ignored almost to death. Still no idea what caused this weirdness in the backyard. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. We immediately looked for ways to rescue it and settled on a series of treatments, but it didn't matter what route we went, they all required a lot of watering. And do you guys know how much it cost for an irrigation system? I asked, up to $8 grand. And if you think you're gonna skip that cost by constantly lugging a sprinkler around yourself every day, you don't put enough value on your time. Fortunately, we were approached by a company with a much better idea. This is the Aper Iris system. It offers intelligent and water-efficient irrigation at a small fraction of the cost. It was super easy to set up. You choose a central location, run a 5/8 or 3/4 inch garden hose to it, and a single power line. And I buried both of those just a couple of inches to make for a cleaner install. Next, you sync it to your app, map out the area you want watered, tell it how much water to use per week, and what times you want it done. Then, you never think about watering again. It is absolutely brilliant. It'll cover up to 4,800 square feet. Our front yard and side yard are around 1,500, so it handled it easily. We put one in our backyard as well in a temporary central location, so it can handle the entire 4,500 square feet. It should only be there while we get its health up over the next couple of months. And it's not just randomly shooting water back and forth like a sprinkler. It has even rain technology, which simulates actual rainfall, prevents soil erosion, and ensures an even, gentle watering. And if you want an extra watering at any time, simply walk up and press the big green button, or start it remotely from your app from anywhere in the world. The system even monitors the weather through Wi-Fi. That means if a forecast calls for rain, it'll skip a watering session to save water and money. If the weatherman gets it wrong, this rain sensor on the back can detect rain itself and cancel the session. But eliminating waste isn't just about water and money, it's about time. I don't have to interrupt my daily schedule to go set up or move a sprinkler over and over and over. I just ignore the whole issue and our Iris Sense system takes care of everything. Our grass is already getting greener and it's all done automatically by Aper. And the best part is the price. You can get the perfect amount of water on your lawn with zero headaches for only $6.99. That includes free delivery, free returns, a 2-year warranty, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. And right now, you can pick one up for only $5.99 during their end of summer sale, and I can get you another 5% off with the code TOOLSHOW5, making it only $570. At that price, I could add 4 of these around my property, set them up in less than an hour, and still only cost around a quarter of the price of an irrigation system. So if your lawn health is important to you or to your HOA, you no longer need to write an $8,000 check. Just click the link in our description, use the code TOOLSHOW5, and start giving your lawn the perfect amount of water without any of the work.
Moving on to our favorite tool videos of the week, starting with Pro Tool Reviews, who shared a very detailed look at Milwaukee's long-awaited, heavily upgraded M18 fuel rear handle circular saw. We won't want to miss that one.
Jenny, the one from the shop, is out back testing some new toys from Wen, specifically a cool new 6.5-ton electric log splitter, and she picked up their 16-inch chainsaw to help with the demo. While the log splitter doesn't appear to be too quick, it sure looks effective and the price is right. Either way, Jennifer can tell you if it's worth picking up.
Spencer's back with another tool buying guide. This time, it's a list of 15 quality tools that he says every apprentice electrician should have. He even takes you shopping at Acme's new mega store so you can get a reasonable idea on how much you'll need to spend. Completely unrelated, Spencer looks, sounds, and acts exactly like my brother Zach, and I love it.
He actually, I mean, he really,
it's kind of creepy.
Really looks like Zach. I'm pretty sure they might be the same guy. Over on Flynn Dodd Woodwork, we get a look at a few affordable alternatives to the perennial Craig jig that we all know and love, and his alternatives look really tempting.
Over on Tools and Stuff, Mr. Tools is testing a new high-torque impact driver on Makita's XGT 40-volt system, and it promised to be the most powerful Makita impact driver ever made. You'll have to watch to see if it lives up to the hype.
Al over at Tech Made Easy shared a pair of videos this week, taking a deep dive into Ego's new dethatcher, and finds a very capable tool that just might be my next Ego edition.
The boys at Machine Room Nation also got the Ego dethatcher, and just like Al pointed out in his videos, this isn't exactly the best time of year to be using this awesome new tool. It's really meant for the spring and the fall, but they still managed to pull up a surprising amount of dead grass, so it definitely works.
Over on Steve's Wood Shop and Tool Reviews, he shared his new DeWALT DXL tool storage setup and details why he's choosing to use it even over his beloved Milwaukee Packout. Now, I've only got a quick peek at the DeWALT DXL stuff at an event last year, and it was cool to get Steve's perspective on this new setup, and it definitely looks like a great solution for a shop.
Doc over on Last Best Tool got an all-new O-Knife utility knife called the U1 Ultra, which is a handy foldable utility knife that uses ceramic blades that stay sharper longer. It's virtually rust-proof, non-sparking, non-magnetic, lightweight, and makes cleaner cuts on things like his metal can because it doesn't saw through things like steel blades. Doc puts him through a bunch of his tests and seems pretty happy with them in the end. Now I need a new knife. Thanks.
Right? I actually watched that too and absolutely want one. Our last stop is with Nate over at Dorsum Tool Reviews, who heard Pipeline was coming, so once again he went digging in the patent office to see if he can find tools that we might see revealed at the event. And just like every year, he found a ton of super cool ideas from the Red Engineers and has me more excited than ever about attending the event next month. One of the patents I found really interesting was a blower that uses a toroidal fan blade. Now, this is a blade design that came out of MIT a while ago that claimed to be far quieter than normal fan blades, which was a big deal for drone operators because drones can be really loud. But Milwaukee saw an opportunity to design a handheld and backpack blower that would be powerful but super quiet, which is a really fantastic idea. Really hope we see that. Every year, Nate finds a ton of patents to be excited about, and this year's no different. Highly recommend you give it a watch.
You didn't want to complain about the comments?
No, I do not.
Okay, let's move on to our Platinum Tool deal. Every week, the pros over at Ohio Power Tools sends us a unique coupon code that unlocks the greatest deal in power tools with one caveat.
Yeah, the code will only work for the first 25 people who use it. This is your chance to save up to 50% on your favorite tools if you're fast enough.
If you want to improve your chances, you can support our channel for as little as $2 a month and get the details of the deal early so you can have it all ready in your shopping cart when we announce the code.
We have members who have successfully used the code pretty often, saving $50 each time, easily saving more than the $2 a month they spend to support us. So it's a win-win for everybody.
This week's Platinum Tool deal is $50 off a purchase of $100 or more of anything in stock from Flex.
And the code you need to get this deal is TS50191. Good luck.
I want to thank Aper and Ohio Power Tool for supporting our show and our community of tool fans.
All right, guys, if you can, lend a tool or a hand to a neighbor this weekend, and Sarah and I will see you next week.